Good afternoon and welcome to Business Bites here at the Cornwall Channel. And I'm joined today with Ian Mitchell of Gilly Tech.
Good afternoon, Jane.
Lovely to have you here. And Ian's joined us today at the Business Bites Day. We started the day with a fantastic workshop with communication and personal development, personal awareness around how we communicate and how we communicate with our clients, and around the insights and the power of really understanding the differences on visual, how we hear, how we see, how we speak to people, and how quite quickly we can really gain a good connection and rapport with the client in a fantastic way that just leads back to communication. Isn't communication the art of most things these days?
Definitely.
Which is
definitely,
great.
Yeah.
And also, Ian's been, this afternoon, he's been able to get get some new headshots updated. He's had a video with Shane Solomon here at the studios. And now he's in the hot seat for the podcast with me, which is fantastic. And it's all things communication, as you'll know, and it's all things personal branding and really helping your clients, your audience, see and feel who you are, which is such a powerful thing to really help your clients, because we can't be everywhere, can we?
No.
We just can't be everywhere. So I'm going to now share Ian and I are going to have a discussion around what he does and why he does what he does and who he works with. So fantastic to have you here with us.
Thank you. Fantastic to be here.
Great to share with you this day, which has just been really eye-opening. And also, I think the great link there is communication. Predominantly, that's what you help people with, isn't it?
Yes. Information communication technology.
Yeah,
yes.
Fantastic. And so what sort of companies do you work with in and around Devon and Cornwall?
So Gilly Tech works with every sort of from sole traders, startup businesses through to large-scale hotels. We're delighted to work with the Green Bank in Falmouth and the Alverton in Truro. And I've also, my background is Cornwall Fire and Rescue Service, and I worked in IT for them, and we currently support their system out of ours as well.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. Goodness me. So if that goes down, you're there.
Yes.
You're just on site, making it happen, keeping them...
I've had the bat phone on the desk all day.
Yeah. Really interesting to be supporting them within Cornwall. And I love, we've shared earlier, we were speaking about the different things that you support different companies with.
Yes.
And I love the fact that you work with small companies all the way up to the likes of the Alverton Hotel. So how can you work, or how can people work with you if they are just a startup?
So we've got a brilliant new package for startup businesses that we've just launched in partner with our sister company that I'm a director of, Dutchy Pro Solutions, which is an IT recycling company. And then through that, Gilly Tech can offer startup businesses refurbished IT.
Fantastic.
But what we've done is we've developed a package called Startup IT Made Easy, which is effectively a business-grade laptop or PC, IT support, antivirus, everything you need for your business for a small monthly fee, rather than outlaying the upfront costs for IT technology.
And a lot of startup companies, I find, may invest in their laptop because they feel they need one, and they need to be mobile with that, or laptops these days, it's accessible. It's a lot more accessible than a desktop, so to speak.
It is.
But they're quite costly, aren't they? And that initial investment for a startup business can be quite a lot.
Yeah, it can be, and you probably won't get much change to get a good business grade laptop and setup with software and everything. You won't have much change out of £1,000. Whereas we're looking at, for under £60 a month, you'll get a business grade laptop, refurbished, yes, but it will be guaranteed by Gilly Tech, warranted for the hardware, and supported remotely by Gilly Tech with antivirus, remote monitoring to ensure that Windows is up to date, which helps with your cybersecurity. And then we can also bolt on Office 365 and even a telephone system.
Oh, fantastic. Wow. So you could really be in a startup situation and have the technology to be the professional outfit that you really want to start being, rather than just making it work.
Definitely.
And there's also, as part of that, they can also lean on you for some advice and of systems or... So
they've got full access to what we call our Pebble Beach package, which is unlimited remote IT support, assistance to become Cyber Essentials certified, and basically on a smaller scale, what we offer to our bigger customers is my engineers are your IT manager.
Wow.
So, you know, we can look at strategy, what you need to do with your IT, what you need to invest in. And that, you know, that is the same whether you're a startup just yourself or whether you're a large hotel. You still need to make sure that the technology works for you.
Yeah. And of course, if you're collating clients' details and you're pulling that information in, you want to make sure you're safe, their information is safe, the system you're working is up to date enough. I know I've been in a situation previously, a long time ago now, where I hadn't backed things up.
No.
And my laptop decided to die. And quite frankly, I lost everything. Even with you know, it being looked at and scouring through the hard drive.
Yeah.
Thank you. It was lost. I learned my lesson the hard way, and I'm sure you have too in some situations. But to be in a position to work with somebody that can give you that initial specialist guidance, so that you start on a good foot, you start collating this information in a really safe way, you've got a backup, you move forward, and you just get on with doing what you're really good at.
Yeah, well, if you take out Office 365 with us, then we would set you up with Microsoft OneDrive, which is cloud secure data, but on top of that, as a bolt-on, we can back up that OneDrive. So your Microsoft OneDrive is cloud-based, so it's not, you know, if your hard drive died, it's still there, but it's not fully foolproof. So we'd always advise a secondary cloud backup on that backs up that.
Wow. That's really powerful, really powerful. And I think a lot of the time we assume that we can just do these things. You know, I've worked a laptop, I'll just make it happen. But again, when you start really working with clients and working with things that you're really passionate about and you're making a difference with, the damage that can happen if you lose that information or it's not secure, or if it just crashes, you know, that really stops everything, doesn't it? So I think it's a great stepping stone to then work through with you as a company, as a small business grows, that they can then work alongside you without having to take on huge costs.
No, exactly. We start as we mean to go on then as your business grows. And then, you know, we're also working with several charities and larger organisations that require cyber essential certification for big contracts that they deal with. So we've got a number of clients now, financial, like I say, charities, that are having to do it. So we're going through that journey with them to make sure they are compliant and tick all those boxes and are less likely to fall victim to a cyber threat or a GDPR incident, that sort of thing.
Yeah, gosh, that's really powerful. And you also support with telephone service support as well, is that correct?
So we've got a hosted telephone system that from as little as £10 a month, you can have unlimited UK and landline and mobile phone calls.
Oh, wow.
And that's all either on an app on your phone or an app on your PC or laptop, or for, you know, £100, you can have a handset.
Wow.
And you can plug that handset into any internet connection.
Yeah, gosh, that's really powerful.
And we've got companies that are not issuing staff with mobiles now, are actually issuing them with the app to go on to their mobile.
Yeah. So then they're not in a situation of having multiple phones.
They're not. And also you're not then, you don't have to then give your client your mobile number. You give them the landline and that just rings on your mobile with a data plan.
Wow. And in the age we're in with working online, I mean, COVID has shown us all, you know, good, bad, ugly. And I know there's some not very nice things that came from COVID, but actually in actual fact, there's some amazing things that came through with technology and with people working with people online, with people working remotely. There's a lot of people in Cornwall that work remotely from London. And so the power of having this support is incredible, but without having to employ an IT team, I think is really great for that small business to have that safety and that safety net really of working with you and knowing I can just get out and do what I'm really good at and not worry about the other bits and pieces.
Exactly. And then not, you know, unfortunately, like you said, some startup businesses think, okay, well, I'll just, you know, buy a laptop and set it up. But then it's making sure, as we said before, you're compliant and you don't fall into the traps. Yeah. Because then that could be costly.
Yeah, indeed. And I think the other thing, just to be able to call on you, to have that assistance, you know, I've been in situations before, my laptop is doing some really bizarre things, or I just can't get something to work on my email, on my Outlook, or whatever it might be. And I think the guidance there, just to be able to quickly make that call and say, what is it, I can just get on then with what I need to do rather than struggle.
Well, we've got a service desk that's staffed Monday to Friday during office hours, and then we've always got engineers on call. And the businesses that we work with have a mixture of office hours contracts to 24/7.
Wow.
So we've always got an engineer on call, and with our parent company Finetta, our calls are always answered when we're not in the office.
Oh, fantastic.
And then the duty on-call engineer is contacted.
Great. So you're not going to be out. You're not going to be challenged for long. You're going to get an answer quite quickly, which is really cool. I love the fact that Ian's company works with small businesses and larger businesses. I think that building that connection is really powerful, because I think sometimes the smaller businesses feel like, I'm not there yet. When I get there, I'll be able to get that help, which quite frankly stunts their growth. And I think the bigger businesses, you all started somewhere. They all had to start somewhere. So helping businesses in Cornwall to do what they're passionate about is really powerful.
Definitely. And so many times I see it where people set up a business and use personal licenses, personal OneDrive accounts for the storage, and then start sharing it to staff. And then you end up having to unpick something, which actually with the Startup Made Easy package, we can start at the start and then develop that. And as your business grows, your IT will grow.
Fantastic. And if anyone's out there right now that they have been running for a while and they've got these things set up and they just wanted some advice and some guidance as to where they are now, can they contact you and
course.
Just have that?
Any side,
almost like an audit kind of thing.
Any size of business, we can assist, come in and do an audit. And we can, the startup package isn't really just for startups. Any business that wants refurbished equipment or new equipment, we can supply. And if it is from our refurbished stock, then we can do a monthly rental on that.
Fantastic.
We've got a large company that have just taken 10 laptops off us.
Wow.
Which, would have been 10 times £300 is now 10 times X amount a month.
Gosh,
so
really
that then
effective.
spreads your revenue.
Really cost
of the
effective.
Month. So if we've always got stock in the refurbished side, which we can do. Plus we've got contracts with distributors that we can source new equipment as well.
Well, we're in the information technology world, and it's only going to grow. It's only going to get bigger. With what you're doing in your business, I'm sure there's an element of it that you need a laptop, you need some advice, you need some guidance, and you need the security around it. So from what I've just heard and what I've shared with Ian before, definitely get in touch. Just pick up the phone, have that discussion, find out a bit more about how Ian's company can really help you. And the best way to get in touch, Gilly Tech.
Yeah, so to make it easy, and rather than spelling out Gilly, I've got a domain name, technologymadeeasy.co.uk.
Fantastic.
And that's our strapline.
Fantastic.
And people can contact us via the website.
Brilliant.
And I'd just like to say as well, thanks to you, J.M., for planting the seed about the Startup IT Made Easy a couple of months ago at your partnerships event. And hopefully that grows and the package develops.
Listen, it's all about connection, it's all about communication, and it's then about taking the action. And so the biggest piece of that is absolutely amazing to see the leaflet today that you've actually taken action on it. It's so powerful when an idea comes together, you can see the worth in it and you can make it happen. So if you need some support with your information technology, your laptops, your guidance, all of those things, reach out and speak to Ian and his team. And Technology Made Easy.
.co.uk.
Just search it. Thank you so much for being with us today. I look forward to speaking to you soon.
Definitely.
And
been a great
watching
day.
The growth of your company.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.